Yo, 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 yo. What's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy, Coach Squeeze, a.k.a. the Smoothie King. Right back at you with another one. How y'all doing tonight? Peace and blessings to all my family in the chat. Tonight, we going to have a special guest on the show. Can't wait to chop it up with him. So before we get started, man, it's your boy Coach Squeeze, aka the Smoothie King. Right back at you with another one. All Access International will be joining us in a minute, probably on his way home. Let me get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes, first ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own Him Promotions, redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibad.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, shout out to www.noship.gallery.org.
And we out.
Use code RIZE 10 and you'll get
I put on for this, yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, now we them niggas. And now we rich now, we got money, I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
Yo, what's up, Coach?
Yo, what's going on?
Nah, I can't call it what it did. I can't call it. How you feeling?
I'm hanging in there. Bless, man.
I gotta go back to the car anyway, yo. This is bullshit. I left my other damn phone in the car, man. You get the sponsors out the way?
No. Not all of them. I was getting them out the way. You started the joint over.
Go ahead.
Shout out the where was I at? Shout out to www.noshipgallery.org. Use code RIZE 10. You'll get 10% off. Shout out the EOE Education Over Everything. Shout out the Bad Girls Promotions. Shout out the www.McKinley.com. Go over to her page. R.I.P. to John Boy. Shout out to Rize Inc. Thanks for the platform. Don't forget to go on down to Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny Way, 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Get your Shari's Essentials 12 rolls for $7. Shout out to Four Corners Boxing featuring Maurice and Jenny Jones. Go over there to 15 rounds of boxing every Wednesday and support their podcast. They always bring us some heat. And they got some customized merch over there, so go check them out. And don't forget to go on the Rize podcast.com and get your merch. And the summertime coming up, you could be draped down in your Rize podcast gear. Shout out to Under Armour. Thanks for all that you do. Last but not least, the Official Gear Boxing. All the fighters wearing it. And we in the house too. Y'all can say it with me in the chat. Box Raw.
No. What's going on, chat?
All right.
Kamani Clark, what it do? Miss Tanya Vandross Williams, man, you in my prayers. Hope everything healing up just the way it's supposed to be.
Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Miss Tanya Vandross Williams, Virginia, thanks for the color in the chat. Yo, another one, Box Raw, Mr. Him, Coaches, Smoothie. Thanks, Miss Tanya.
Tawa Yuka Wubutu, right back at you.
Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Tawu Aqua Kabutu, thanks for the color in the chat.
Appreciate you, champ. Daryl Hopkins, what's going on? Ace, what's happening? Tampa Tommy in the building. Cosmic Lando, Justin James, Scout Scrupulatory, Stretched Out Boxing, Mr. Rainer, Lord's 4500, Boxers Jaguar 40, BNN Boxing News, Thomas Hill, my guy, hashtag JBT, Alan Johnson, D, Rashad Warner, WFB Stillwalker, my guy, Platinum Alkaline Water, got the best water in the business, man. Jay Crowder, what it do? Where you been at, champ? I ain't seen you in a minute. Tim Layton, what's happening? Miss Sherrod Whitley is in the building. Big Ray, fun, what's going on? Polo Day, what's happening? Ace, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody had a good day, great day, man. Glad to see y'all in the building, man. Shout out to the JBT movement, man. Jay Hardcore sparked us out this morning with a fire show. Then Remo, man. Shout out to Remo over there, Rich Threads. Let's Talk Fashion. He gave us a fire episode today at 10 o'clock. Then we had Caz Sports come follow that up with a dope episode. Then my guy Just Do the Voice, man. You know what he gonna do. He gonna do what it do every time he get behind the mic. Jay Hardcore just handed us baton with another fire show, and now we here, man, a Rize podcast. So appreciate everybody that's in the building, everybody that's rocking with the JBT movement, man. Appreciate you. Black Farms, what's going on? What's up, Squeeze? Richie Baby in the building. What's going on, Squeeze?
Surviving, champ.
Yeah, hey. Man,
one day at a time.
Man, listen, that's all we can do. Hold it down. I'll be right back. I gotta run to the call. I'll be right back.
Oh. How y'all doing, family in the chat? Got me a nice one tonight. Got some lemon, watermelon, garlic, mint, and extra virgin olive oil, black seed oil. And what else? I got that lemon. Yeah. Gotta get my pineapple. Get me some more fresh pineapple. Let me go over here, man. Hope y'all had a blessed day. Thomas Moore's Cosmic Lando, Stretched Out Boxing, Mr. Rainer, B&B Boxing News, Boxers Jaguar 40. How y'all doing, family? Alan Johnson, D. Make sure I get everybody. Jay Cropper, Sherrod Whitley, Big Ray, Polo Day. How y'all doing, man? All right, man. We gotta get this boxing going, man. Keeping it going. Top Rank be putting it on. The Zone be putting it on. So let's keep this boxing going, man. I can't complain, Alan Johnson. Tommy Guns, what it do? What's up, family? Happy birthday to Coach Hunt. Happy birthday to Coach Hunt, y'all. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. I'm playing that too, 707. Thanks for the color in the chat. Coach Squeeze, quick question. How do you train a boxer to keep his balance? First of all, you got to build his legs up. Make sure you do the leg press. Get his legs strong. Squats. Then get him on a balance ball. Stretch his arms out. You know, you get his twitching muscles good. What else? Do the ladder, the foot in between the ladder, back and forth. It's a couple of things you do, but you can incorporate them in the footwork exercises. Thanks for the support, man. I'll be glad when that drop. I know it's ready to drop, that 707. I just want to make sure I had something nice, so I'm tired of getting crumbs. Yeah, happy birthday to Coach Hunt, man. He holding it down. Holding it down. Stretched out boxer says strong core. Yeah, man. Props go out to Coach Hunt, man. Doing it, holding it down. And Coach Calvin and I'm gone. I'm in there stepping in. Couple of volunteer coaches. It's a lot of work that go on in there with the kids. So I've been doing it for so long, you know. It's just a matter of getting them to listen and to buy in what you giving them to do. That's the most important thing. And once they do, it was some great sparring today. Refreshing. Yeah. Thanks, Thomas. I was working with all the fighters, man. Calvin and them gonna be out of town, so it's gonna be our responsibility to Bray Marlin to make sure that the amateurs and make sure we picking the right spawn and giving them the right thing to do. It's just a matter of them listening, though. That's the tough part. Getting them to listen and do what you instructing them to do. My hat go out to Coach Calvin and them, man. That's a lot of work going to that boxing. Ray Marlin, happy birthday. Celebrating his birthday also. May God bless you with many healthy moors. All day say salute Rize podcast and chat, smash the like button. Demetrius Abrams, what up, Squeeze? You doing all right? Yeah, I'm hanging in there, man. The devil will try to pick you, though. You know how it is. You gotta mess with God, good people. You know, the devil will come to anybody. You know how he is. You gotta mess with God, good people. You know how he got sent imposters, chat, but I'm hanging in there. Thomas, OJPT, nah, they love you, champ. They know they in good hands. The conditioning tactics you employ is straight. Appreciate that, champ. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff I ain't even tap into yet with the kids. Junior coming along, just gotta get him to push a little more harder and dedicate himself a little bit more. But I see glimpses of him trying to revisit his glory days. Junior spar anybody. So I can't wait to get him whipped back up in real tip-top shape. All hell gonna break loose. Yeah. Bartolo Colon, Ryan crashing out, coach. Yeah. Happy birthday to Brother Marlon, man. He needs to see that Doug come out. Squeeze gotta put him in with the big boys. That's all he be in there with. We can't put him in there. I asked one of the kids, like 12 years old, 13-year-old, quick, fast, can box, can crack. Him and Junior was beefing, and I asked him, when Junior wasn't there, I say, is Junior, is Junior tough for what? 9-year-old? He say, yeah, he tough. He say he weigh more than me though. And this a 13-year-old. I say he got mad heart, don't he? He like, yeah.
Are you ready? Did you get in there though?
Yeah. Mute your mic, champ. We can hear your conversation. Right. Mute your mic, champ.
My bad.
I served 88. Simplified.
I served. What it do? Branson, what's happening? Bray Marlon, happy birthday.
Yeah, that was some good spawn. Junior even went up against a 13-year-old. I think she about 13 or 14. She real strong. She was coming at Junior real hard. Junior was working with her. Good work. Trying to keep him sharp. We got a special guest in the night. Stacey McKinley, former trainer Mike Tyson, y'all. Gonna be in the building. B&B Boxing News. What up, champ? God bless you and your family, champ. Smash that like button coming in, y'all. KQKC Boxing Network. What it do, panel and chat? Hit that like button and show your love. Boxing Network. Appreciate you, champ. Hope everybody had a blessed day, man. I don't know what's going on with Ryan. He done lost all his mind. Fame to do that to some people. You know, I don't know, man. And then with the D for the win. What up, champ? With this social media thing, you know, that's the new money maker. So everybody gonna be involved, trying to put some food on their table. I ain't hating at that, but no harm. Look at Wendy Williams. Look at the rise and fall of Wendy Williams. You can't sell your soul to the devil. That's the ramifications of selling your soul to the devil, man. You know, she was so busy talking about everybody else, putting everybody else's business in London. She was working real good for the devil. And then bam. He said, all right, I'm done using you. Now it's your turn. Let's see how you handle what you dish out. So I hope Ryan, man, I don't know, man. You know, I ain't in his head, but sad. Sad, man.
Man, we got the great one in the building. What's going on, coach?
Man, trying to get this legend on this goddamn podcast, man. Y'all meet this dude, man. Y'all gonna love him, man. I mean, I learned a lot from him and whatnot. He always teasing me and shit. You young buck, you get what I'm saying? But he a great access to boxing, man. As far as what he been doing for years and whatnot, you know. So I always, when I'm around, I always try to reach out to him, and man, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's a nice sweatsuit you got on, coach. Who made that?
Box Raw. That's raw. I ain't doing nothing special. What's up, my man? Squeeze. I know you got it. I just got to pay attention to my young stunners.
Look, I already know, man, what's going on. I know who need the attention and who don't need all the attention, and who need to be, tools need to be sharpened. The only thing is the same thing you go through. Just getting them to do what you tell them to do.
Yeah.
Don't get in the ring. If I say jab only, not throwing no 1-2. You know what I mean?
They would drive you crazy.
Stick with the game plan.
Excuse me, Squeeze. I don't mean to cut you off, but don't nobody do an introduction like you do an introduction. We got a guest celebrity in the building, man. Can
you gotta bring him in right, man.
Can you bring him in right, please, Squeeze?
Who is he?
Oh my God, yo, man. Help y'all. Help him, y'all.
All right, but let me make something up because I ain't know nothing. No, I'm just slicing with you, champ. Hey, oh yeah, I know my people's right there. They've been around the game a long time. All right, y'all, let me bring them on in. Senior uncle on his sister's side. Nah, let me say. Decorated coach, man. This dude been around the game, man, over 30, 40 years in the sport.
Maybe
man.
60, yo. He been in it.
Yeah. 60 years. You want to do this, Cam? Or let me over 60. No, I'm slicing with you, Cam. Over 60 years, man. Decorated. He done had I can't count the number of champions. He'd have been in the corner. He gonna put y'all down with that. But one notable world champion that was wreaking havoc in his former trainer of Mike Tyson joining the Rize podcast. A living legend in his own right. Yes. You better put some respect on this goddamn name.
Without a question.
Yes. Stacy McKinley in the building.
What's up, Stacy?
Boys, I tell you.
Yeah, there you go, y'all. He finally made it, y'all.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Stacy?
Just working hard. You see, I'm still at the gym.
Yo,
so he's working hard. My guys, some of my guys just not left, so that's all I do, 24/7.
You look like you down Upton.
Huh?
He said you look like you in Baltimore.
No, I need to be, man. I like Baltimore. I like downtown Baltimore.
See, he know about it. He been everywhere, man.
I had a lot of friends. In Baltimore. I like Baltimore. Dave Jacobs, one of my really, really, really good friends.
Okay,
they worked with me for several different fighters.
Yeah, he's
and so I like. No, Dave Jacobs passed away.
Dave from DC, Calvin.
Dave from DC. Kenny, I didn't know you was there, my man.
Yeah, he died. He died a few years back.
Yeah, okay. That was my man. Kenny, that was my man.
Oh, it's gonna be a good show. Kenny on the line.
What's up, Jingles?
Remember Coach Kenny, Stacy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, baby?
How you doing?
Absolutely. Oh man, I'm doing pretty good. Just hanging in. Just living the boxing life. That's all I do. That's what I love. You know what I mean? It keeps me going.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. We've been doing this. He's been doing this god day, man. His gym, man. Hey, Kenny, when you get here, y'all, I'm gonna take you down there, man. His gym. You know how Maxwell gym is? It's like a
got all the history on the wall, right?
Yeah. But he got him beat, yo. He got living proof history, man. Man, I went in that joint, man. We stay in that joint all night just talking boxing, yo. And I said, Kenny would love this right here. He'd take you way back, tell you some stories, man. He used to have me crying, laughing in the gym, man.
Yeah, it's like I had a guy come in here and told me, I guess he's a manager. Why don't you update your gym and put modern stuff in here? I said, look, let me explain something to you. I'm not into all that fancy gym stuff. I got this old-fashioned gym, gloves hanging from the wall, old bags, but they're good bags. Old bags, pictures of all the great old legendary trainers and champions. So, it's old school, and I keep it like that. And that's where I want it. It's old school
that's
gym.
Back when fighters wasn't scared to sweat, right?
Absolutely.
Yo, hey, Kenny, his gym,
that's what's up.
You ain't got to worry about it, yo.
I can't stand you go in the gym and they got a ceiling fan on, right?
Yeah,
we ain't got none of that.
Saying none of that in his gym.
They actually said, Coach, you got two big air conditioners in the gym. Won't you turn them on? I said, nope, we don't do that. Down the front gym was hot. In Detroit, our gym was super hot all the time. So this gym is crazy hot in the summer. So everything's good though. But that's where we like it. You know what I mean?
That's where it's supposed to be.
That's where it's supposed to be.
My man. So what you up to, Stacy? What's coming down the paint? What you working on? What's the plan? Are you always doing something? I think you catch more planes than I've seen.
Well, what I got going right now is I just got a kid, a heavyweight, just come to me from Cuba.
Okay.
I got to learn how to pronounce his name. He's 5-time Cuban national champion. He's a Pan Am champion. He's a big boy. I done trained 6 heavyweight champions. I think the only guy trained more heavyweight champions than me was Eddie Futch. I think we was running neck and neck. Yeah. But for some reason, I always get heavyweights. Yeah.
That's good.
And I got 2 more kids. I got the Brave brothers that won the national last year. Let me tell you something. That the young kid, he was 17 years old. He's 3-0, but he's 6'4". He's fighting at 160 pounds. But this kid is super. He's super. I can't fight him in the United States because he's too young. So he's fighting in Panama on ESPN on I think April the 5th. I got his brother is fighting this Friday night on at the Hard Rock in Hollywood. And I got this Italian stallion that came to me, a young white kid out of where that boy from Connecticut somewhere, but that's a bad son of a gun. So I got a bunch of young guys, I'm rebuilding.
When kids get here, we be down there when we got some downtime. We're gonna come through and hang out with you. Hey, what happened to that little kid that you had when we came through that you was training? He's still there?
Trying to see which one was that?
The dark skinned kid.
Young boy,
you've been training him from scratch.
Yeah. I think it's a strange thing because watching Inspire Pro today, inspiring this guy today. That kid, you talking about him was 16. So I told him, I told him, I said, look, let me explain something to you. He said, what's that, Stacy? I said, now, there's a fighter used to be named by the name of Roberto Duran. They call him Hands of Stone. I said, now, when you turn pro, I'm going to give you that name. And he said, that's what you going to call me? I said, yeah, I'm going to call you Hands of Stone. I said, that's what I'm going to tell you now. You got to live up to that.
Got to back it up.
Yeah, you have to back it up. And Kenny, most of the guys that I got right now, most of the guys are punchers. I got a gym full of punchers right now. I like them punches. And I tell the guys, I said, look, we got to equalize them. They said, what you mean? I said, y'all can punch. I said, all you guys got unusual power. So I'm working real hard. I'm really enjoying my life and having a good time. And I've been doing this stuff about 55 years and I'm consistent. You know what I mean?
We was close, Steve. Squeeze, we was close. We always had 60 of them. We was close.
Yeah.
I forgot how old I was.
Oh man. Man. Hey, Dad, man, so much stuff that I want to talk to you about, man, because every time I talk to you, you make me feel like a little kid waiting for the head of storage before I go to bed and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yo, because you always say, when he was sitting there, say, Cal, that goddamn tank right there.
Who tank?
Wherever he go, you better go right with him.
You sure better. You sure better. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, maybe I shouldn't even say this, but when it come down to watching fights, and you have to pay that pay-per-view money, he's on the fight that I buy.
Ooh, that's major.
Tank is on the fight that I buy because when you've been around so many champions and so many fighters, then you can pick out the ones that, okay, this is real right here. Right. This is real all the way to the bone. So I'm gonna buy this fight. And me and my best friend, who's the radio DJ, Tom Joyner, when Tank get ready to fight, we buying that fight.
Tom Joyner, how Tom doing?
Tom doing good. I was out with him 2 or 3 days ago. He wanted me to go deep sea fishing. I told him, man, I ain't getting out in the middle of that boat, in the middle of that damn ocean, talking about some deep sea fishing.
I retired about 10 years ago.
Yeah, you know what he told me? Yeah, but you'll go catfishing in a stream somewhere, but you won't go deep. I said, that's different. I ain't getting that. But now Tom's doing great. He retired down in Miami and he's just living a life, man.
Okay.
He did so much for our people, and I think he gave historical black colleges, he gave them over $67 million. And he and I traveled around the world for about 2 years straight. And then I said, look, man, I couldn't be in and out of the gym like that. So, but yeah, he's doing great though, man. Everything is good. Life is great, man.
That's good.
Yeah.
We got some questions. Movie King, hit us off real quick.
Right back at you with another one, boxing. Hacker, thanks for the color in the chat. Salute to all the coaches. We definitely need Devin to beat Ryan, because if Ryan somehow get the W, we ain't never going to hear the end of it. He going to walk around in a Jesus robe and Jerusalem sandals on.
Hey, they was talking about Devin Haney and Ron's fight. What you think about that fight, Stacy?
That ain't no fight.
That ain't no fight.
No, ain't no fight. That's a money grab. That ain't no
money grab. See,
Ryan Garcia can't. Ryan Garcia can't fight. You don't know how to fight. He doesn't know how to fight. I said we got ready to fight Tank. I said, look, they told me, oh, he gonna get Tank. Trust man, that ain't no fight. Don't you understand that? That ain't no fight. That's a money grab. Ryan Garcia is a businessman. When he fought Tank, it was a business decision. That boy couldn't beat no Tank, but it was a business decision. And he does a fan, and he's good for boxing because he got a lot of fans behind him. But he can't beat no Devin Haney. Come on, he doesn't know how to fight, man.
Even though he's with Spence coach,
Derek James.
Derek James, mine lock it up. I gotta eat some more.
Now listen, let me explain something to you. Okay, let me explain something. Not to take anything from Derek James or any other trainer, but when that bell ring, it's two people inside that ring. Derek James ain't gonna be inside that ring. He's not gonna be inside that ring. That fighter got to fight for himself. Once he get inside the ring, we give him some directions. He's the one got to go out there and fight. I can't win the fight. You got to win the fight yourself. And a lot of trainers be thinking, well, I'm gonna win the fight for you. No, you ain't. The fighter got to win the fight. So Derek James can say what he want to say, anything he want to say. If that fighter don't fight, he ain't gonna win. But he can't beat this boy. I can tell you that right now. That ain't gonna happen. And he know he ain't gonna beat him. That's why he's going crazy.
Oh, that's why he's going crazy.
He done bit off more than he can chew, and he's trying to get out of it, but he can't.
Okay.
He can't. Yeah, it's just, boxing. I gotta tell you, boxing is in the head. Okay, all you got to do is watch the fighter. You watch him and watch what he say real close. The fighter that made a decision and shot his mouth off, and he can't get out of the fight, because if he does, the public gonna ridicule him and tell him he's crazy. He got to go see a psychiatrist and all that stuff. So he really don't want to go through with it. I can tell the way he's acting, but he's gonna have to go through with it, and he's gonna get his ass beat. That's all there's to it. But he's gonna get paid. He's gonna get paid.
So this week, I think is the end of this month. They switched opponent with Keith Thurman and Zoo. What you think about what's his name taking his place?
Fundora.
Yeah.
Well, listen. The bottom line is this: that Zoo father was great. I remember when he got ready to fight Zab Judah. I was at the fight here in Las Vegas. I was at the fight, and Zab was sitting with that singer girl. What's her name? Brandy, and his father was fighting this kid. I forget where the kid was from anyway. So Zab told me, he said, "Look," he said, "Stacy, that man can't beat me." I said, "Zab, that boy's a little small Joe Louis, and I'm telling you right now, you'll be facing something." Okay, but with his father reputation, they're trying to make him a super fighter. Now he's tough. Okay, he's tough, but he's swinging wide. His punches is wide. He's wild and he's not slick, but he's tough. Now the kid that he's fighting, who just got knocked out, I mean, he's just a big old tall kid, and he and Lubin had one hell of a fight, and they wanted to say the fight of the year is what they were saying. But people like to see those type of fights. It's just like when what's a boy named Joe Gotti. When Joe Gotti was fighting, he get hit 20 times and hit you twice, and the people loved it. So that's what that was about. But I don't think that Fundora can beat that kid, and I think the politics is on the kid's side because that's where the money is.
That's Brock shots. We didn't even whole time we ain't look at it like that, did we, y'all?
I don't think nothing of Zoo. I think Fundora gonna get him.
Okay.
I don't think nothing of Zoo neither.
I don't think none of either one of them.
Yeah, his dad was tough, though.
You gotta love him.
His dad was tough.
Yeah, his dad was a monster.
Yeah, he was. Without a question.
If you look at his dad, if you look at his style, he had short 6-inch punches like Joe Louis. And he could
Hard
crack,
punches too.
and he didn't waste no punches. He would crack you just like Joe. You don't find that too often in fighters today. You don't find. You know, I watched Tank. I think when he came down to when he came down with Cunningham, y'all was down there. He was down there training, and that's the first time I had seen Tank up that close. I took a guy down to spar with him, and the old crazy fight I had. I said, look, go in there and work with Tank. Be respectful, but work hard. He got in there telling Tank, come on. I said, hey, man, I told you. You must try and get killed up in this ring fooling with this boy. But I watched Tank real close, and I watched how short his punches was. Short and quick. I said, boy, you're dangerous. But anyway, so Zoo don't have those type of punches. Okay? His punch is not like his father's punch. I ain't taking nothing from him. He's a good fighter. Most of the fighters today don't know how to fight, y'all. I'm telling you right now. They don't know how to fight. If you get a kid like my kid that I got the one brave brother. He's 6'4". He's 150 some pounds, and he was 17 years old. And I was telling him, I said, look, you are being trained. He can punch with either hand. You are being trained to be a master boxer. You've been a master boxer, which means you can beat them all. You're supposed to beat all different styles. Okay? You're supposed to beat all different styles. We don't have those type of fighters anymore. We don't have the master boxer that can control you in the ring. We don't have that. So, you know, and I mean, these, come on, man. What you're going to have there is a good brawl and a good fight. I don't know who's going to win, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to buy it. I can tell you that right now.
Okay. What about what do you think about Rolly and Pitbull?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I like Pitbull.
I do too.
I like Pitbull. Because I'm gonna tell you, Pitbull come to fight.
Yeah, I try to tell everybody that.
Yeah. Pitbull come to fight. He's a little old man. He looked just like a Pitbull. He's a little man. He's not afraid. And one thing you can say when you get in the ring, you're gonna get your money's worth. Cause he's gonna fight. He's coming to lay down. He's not a YouTuber. He's a real fighter. So I think I give him a good chance.
Okay. What round you think?
I don't know. I'm not gonna call it round. But Pitbull will win the fight.
All right.
Because Pitbull is mentally strong. See, most of these fighters not mentally. Let me tell you something. Now, a lot of people they analyze this. Well, you know, Tank hit Garcia, and Garcia went down, and Garcia was hurt real bad, and then Garcia was hurt. Okay, but let me explain something to y'all. When he hit that floor, he did not want to get up. You got to understand that he did not want to get up because he didn't want to get hit in that particular manner again. So he gonna go down there and pretend like he's damn near dead because he don't want that punch. Not taking anything from Tank, but if you're a real fighter, you take a look. You take a look at you take a look at some of the fighters like that got knocked down and got up, and Larry Holmes when Shavers hit him, he hit him so hard, he knocked him out and woke him up at the same time. But when he got up, what did he do? He went to work, didn't he?
Yeah.
So these guys would get up, but a lot of these guys right now, old sparring partner we had when I was training Tony Tucker. Tony Tucker was a master boxer puncher too. When I was training Tony Tucker, I had a fighter out of Milwaukee named Danny Blake. And it was a long way. Now he told me something. He said, Stacy, he said, most of these guys you see getting knocked out, they ain't knocked out. They don't want to give up. You know, they just don't want to get up off the floor. And I had guys come to me at the University of Michigan. That's why I started fighting in Ann Arbor at the University of Michigan. Guy come to me, Stacy, I got a great fighter, and he's smarter than most fighters, and he can do anything you tell him, and he's working on his PhD. I said, what kind of PhD? PhD in education. I said, he's not working a PhD in boxing. He said, no, in education. I said, you ain't got no fighter. So he said, but what do you mean? He's real smart. I said, look, man, if that man's in a 15-round fight and get off in the 10 round, and that fight get real hard, the first thing he do when he go back to the bench, he's gonna quit. Why you think he's gonna quit, Stacy? I said, he's gonna say, man, I got a PhD. I don't need this. That's why he's gonna
That's real shit.
I don't need this. You know, whereas the other guy, now he's over there. The other guy in the other corner, He's from broken homes, broken promises, broken dreams, where most of us box people are from anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, he got to pay his lights. Baby need food. Mama, everybody poor. Shit, he gonna fight.
Yeah.
So it's a big difference, you know. So it's boxing's a poor man's sport. That's all it is to it.
Hey, Stacy.
Yeah.
I tell a lot of people, man, I think TNT Tucker was the first one to beat Tyson. The outboxing.
Well, what happened was, and a lot of people don't know this. Okay, Tucker had a bad right hand going into the fight. Okay, he had a bad right hand. And I told his father, I said, listen, let me explain something to you. If the man was 35 or 36 years old, you go ahead and take this fight. But your son is young, and he got a title, and Tyson is young. Let the man hand heal up, and then let's go and fight. But now his father, no, man, no. His father's in a fantasy world because he didn't understand Mike Tyson. See, he didn't know what he was up against. He didn't understand Tyson. But see, I knew Tyson from the amateur.
Yeah.
I knew him from the amateur. And even as an amateur, a lot of people will pull their kids out of the tournament because when they got to Mike Tyson, they didn't want to fight him. So, yeah, they didn't want to fight Mike.
You know? Crazy, man.
And I had another kid by the name of Ricky Womack. Ricky Womack, the one that he lost with Holyfield in the box off, right?
Yeah.
And so Ricky Womack was living with me in Michigan, and that joker come home with a pocket full of money. I said, where you getting all this money from? Him and Tyson at the National, him and Tyson be snatching purses and stuff together.
Yeah.
But Tony Tucker was a little man, came out of Grand Rapids. His father was a good fighter too. He come out of Grand Rapids as a kid, about 80 pounds. So he took his little boy's skills all the way up to the top with him. You know, he took all the skills with him. Now, when he fought Tyson, like I told Mike, I said, let me tell you something. The best fighter he ever fought was Tony Tucker. I said, that's the best fighter he ever fought. Now, Tucker would sit up and say, well, Stacy, you know what happened to me. I won that fight. It's like you say you think he won that fight.
I thought he did enough to win. I thought he outboxed Tyson.
Yeah, you look at the fight real close, and when Tyson would hit him, or sometimes no shots, he would roll those punches. But Tucker had a long Jerry curl. Okay.
Yeah.
Back then he went Jerry curl. So when he move his head quick, you know, all that sweat fly from his Jerry curl. People think he done got hit.
Right.
They think he got hit, but he didn't get hit. But I will tell you one thing he was saying after each round, though. He was saying, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. He was calling on the Lord.
King, right back at you.
Huh?
Smoothie King.
Damn, Cal, why you ain't let him finish?
I know. We gotta get that in, get it out the way.
Yeah, he said, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. I said, boy, look at it. And you know, most of them did a lot of. Well, I could tell you some stories. I'll tell you some Tyson stories.
No, we want you to tell us some story. Let it go tonight, yo. This story night tonight. I
can tell you, I know Tyson up there talking about they're gonna fight what's his name, Jake Paul. And so Tom Joyner called me. Hey man, what you think Mike gonna do? I said, look, if it's an exhibition, because when he boxed Roy Jones, I was with Roy 2 weeks ago. When he boxed Roy Jones, they had a stipulation in there. If somebody get knocked out intentionally, they weren't gonna get paid. Ooh. That's how come him and Roy went on the distance. I said, now, Mike said he didn't want to do an exhibition anymore. If he did it, he wanted it to be a real fight. Right. And I was telling Tom said, what do you think? I said, if that thing come out to be a real fight, I said, Jake Paul get knocked out. He can't take them punches. He don't know nothing. He don't know what it's one thing the fighter don't lose if they punch him out.
Yeah. Can he say that's the last thing to go?
I'll tell you an example. Look at George Foreman when he fought Michael Moore.
Yeah,
you see,
he floored his ass.
George was big, slow, but that power was still there.
Yeah.
You know, that power was still there, and I was telling it,
His coach kept telling him, stay away from that hand, stay away from that hand.
Yeah, and so me and Emmanuel Stewart, we was talking about it because I trained Michael Moore as a light heavyweight when he won his first WBO title against the Tennessee stud Frankie Swindell. Now Emmanuel Emmanuel was the chief trainer, but I was training fight. I trained Michael Moore. I trained Gerald McCullough and those boys for Emmanuel during that time back then. But anyway, so the power, Tyson power is still there, and he still got enough speed. If he hit this, when he hit this boy, it's gonna be all over with. He's not gonna be able to take those punches, you know. And I know the power that Mike Tyson got. I don't work past for Mike. I don't work past. No one other fighter to punch like Mike that I worked past was Ernest Shavers. Ernest Shavers hit me with some hell of a shots with them pads shit. You know, you punch. And Mike had the power. And there's another fighter that had a lot of power that people don't talk about was Shannon Briggs. When I worked past with him, he could punch hard also. You know, and when I was a fighter, they tried to get me, they want to pay me $750 a week to go down to Marshall, Texas. And George Foreman was getting ready to fight Jimmy Young. Well, Stacy, you got a good fast hand. I said, man, I'm not going down to fool with George Foreman for no $750. You got your damn mind. I fired my trainer. I said, man, you got to get the hell out of here. You sending me down. So I ain't gonna do that. Fooling with George. George was a big puncher, but he wasn't punching with speed. There's a difference. Slow motion, but it was methodical. You know, he was methodical. And you know, methodical. George. Yeah. See, George would throw them wide punches, and then all at once he come right. That's what he did to Michael Moore. He throw them wide punches, and then all at once he come right down the center. When you come down the center, boom, you're out of there. And I did the same thing with Ricardo Marioga. And I was out of boy too. Yeah, I was out in Vegas training, and Don King called me, said, I want you to come to Florida. That's how I ended up in Florida. I want you to come to Florida and train Marioga. He's getting ready to fight Burnham Forrest. And so I don't know if y'all know Cassius Green used to be with Ali, the guy that wear the seller hat. Okay. Yeah. So I was in there with Layla Ali and fooling around with Roger in the gym out there in Vegas. I was living in Vegas then. So he said, Cassius said, Stacy, I mean, I don't know if Burnham should fight Ricardo Marioga. And I think Marioga might beat him. I said, you think he can beat him? I said, Don King called me to come train Marioga. He said, hey, man, you better go get that job. So I went down and got in Don's camp, watched Marioga train one day. I watched him. So Don wanted to have a meeting at his house. I went to the house. So Don said, what do you think, Stacy? I said, DK, this boy right here will stop Burnham Forrest. And Don said, you think all he got to do is go to distance? I said, we ain't worried about going to distance. Burnham Forrest could not beat him. At the time, Burnham Forrest and Roy Jones was pound for pound the best. Yeah. You know? And I said, this boy here would beat him. So Don said, if you go to distance, you're gonna win. I said, believe me, he can't beat him. So Don started telling me about, well, you know, he throw them all wild punches and wide. You got to shorten his punches. So I said, hey, let me do this. So then he said, well, you know, the fighter drink every day. He drink beer every day, and he smoked cigarettes every day and all this kind of stuff. I said, Don, you go put the fight together and let me handle the training camp with the fighter. He said, okay. So I went back to training camp, and I told the kid, I said, look, I want you to keep throwing them wide punches. Keep a couple of them punches coming wide, and we're going to practice wide and go straight down the center. So now this boy going to be looking for them punches out there, wide. And all at once, we coming down the center. He said, okay, coach. You know, and I said, okay. Then I said, now we got to make a plan. I mean, you got to come to a plan. He said, what's that? So the interpreter said, what's that? I said, now, Monday through Friday, I don't want you drinking no beer, and I don't want you smoking no cigarettes. I said, but on Saturdays, I'm going to buy you all the beer you want, and you sit behind the camp and smoke all the cigarettes you want, okay? He kissed me on the forehead. He said, thank you, coach. Thank you, coach. So Don found out. Don said, God damn it, you done told the fighter he can drink and he can smoke on the weekends. I'm telling you. I said, hold it, man. Let me explain something to you. It's what you call management. Okay. I had to manage that situation because he's going to do it anyway. You see what I'm saying? He's going to slip off and do it. Now you got a bigger problem. So if I can get him 5 days, Don said, you know what? That make a lot of sense. And so we went out there and beat Burnham Forrest. we beat him twice. You know? So it's
that's proof.
But see, another thing is, and let me tell you something about, let's get back to Tank. I watched Tank real close. I watched him real close, and AB said something in the gym, and I thought AB knew he didn't hear me say this. I know he didn't because I haven't said this in a long time. I haven't used that term. You know, in boxing we got different terms. We got our own little psychological terms, and so I was watching. I was talking to AB, and I watched Tank real close. I watched him real close, and I said, you know what? This kid is different. So what? I said, y'all don't understand what you're looking at when you're looking at Tank. I said, Tank got that thing in it. That's a term I use. I said, he got that thing in him. They said, what you talking about? I said, that thing. And they don't know, they don't understand it. So I was in the gym, and AB was hitting the bag, and we started talking about Tank. And then he said, man, Tank got that thing. I said, wait a minute. I said, where you hear that term? Did you hear me say that? He said, no, Stacy. I was wondering where in the hell did he get that from? Because that's something that I said 30 years ago in Detroit. Mm-hmm. Everybody ain't got that thing. Mm. See, Tank got that thing in him. And let me tell you something. And when that thing, Mike Tyson had it too. Now, what happens to guys like Tank and Mike, when they get to fighting, they go into a zone.
I told you,
they'll go into.
That's what I said. Hey, we've been saying, that's why I said they ain't seen the best of them yet. We know when it comes.
No, they ain't seen the best. No, he go into a zone. Now, when they go into that zone, they'll hurt you.
It's a wrap.
It's over.
They'll hurt you.
When you see
they'll hurt you bad.
Up on the ropes, shit, he want more. You know.
He
want more.
You can watch him. But you got to watch it close. And all at once, he jumps into a zone, and when that thing come out, because you hit that button. He got buttons. Them kind of fighters got buttons. You got to push that button. See,
I know, Stacy. I know what you're talking about. I know I seen it.
We call it the it factor.
Yeah.
The it. Okay, well that's it. Same thing. Okay, that thing. He got that it. That it.
He got that it.
We got that it now. Hey, when you said Joker say, "Hey man, he got that it." What you mean? The average Joker don't know what you're talking about.
They don't know what it is.
He got that thing. Let me tell you something. Mike Tyson. Now, the only thing about Mike, and Tank ain't like that. Mike got that thing in the ring and outside too. He got that thing in the ring. He got the same thing on the outside. and I tell people, I said, listen, let me explain something to you. You guys don't understand. This kid outside of the ring, if you approach him the wrong way, he go into a zone. He'll hurt you. He'll hurt you because that thing is in him. We push the wrong button. Now everybody couldn't push buttons in Mike. But you got to be able to push that button to bring that thing out of him. If you watch him real close, his eyes changes, his eyebrows go up in the V shape. And when he does that, son, you better get out the damn way.
Let me get these chats out the way, Mr. Stacey. They fussing us out. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. T Wells 32. Thanks for the color in the chat. Salute guys, family, Senior Squeeze, Coach Calvin and Kenny. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Brashley McKinley, thanks for the 2-piece McNugget. Do you see any similarities between Tank and Tyson? He already answered that. You got him more?
Ask him again. You see any similarity between Tank and Tyson, Mr. Stacy?
Yes. Mike got that thing, and Tank got that it. Tank got that it. And Mike got that thing.
It there.
You got the thing in it. When you put them two together, I'm going to explain something now. You have to see one thing you got to understand is this. Listen to me close. When that thing come out of him, or that it come out of him, they'll hurt you. Them boys will hurt you. They'll hurt you. It's about pain. They'll hurt you bad. You know, so you got to be real careful when you fight with those kind of fights. Now, everybody can't bring it out of them. Everybody can. I tried to bring it out of Tony Tucker. Tony Tucker was a good boxer, master boxer, and all that. But I tried to bring it out of Tony Tucker. Now I can use certain sounds. I can use certain sounds to try to get Tucker to bring that thing out of him. But I used to talk to him about that thing. He used to laugh. Stay, what you be talking about that thing? I said, you ain't got it. You're a great fighter, but you ain't got that thing. But Calvin,
I use Calvin. He reminded me of me, don't he?
Yeah, but you ain't got. I'm gonna make a sound.
I said Calvin, he ain't got it.
Yeah, Kenny will
No.
say that. Kenny always said, yo, I don't know how Calvin motivate them jokers, yo.
Yeah,
Yo,
you got your own way because it's all in the mind.
Man, I say it all the time. That mental
It's in the head.
is different.
Yeah.
I
Now,
say
I
it
can
all
make
the
it.
time. That mental is different.
That's
It's
the first
mental.
thing Calvin always say. I gotta see where his mental at.
You see where it's mental at.
What do you think? What you think about Aaron Pryor, Stacy?
Oh my God, Aaron Pryor was a bad man. He got that
Did
thing
he
in
have
him.
that thing?
Yes, sir. He had that thing, whatever you want to call it. Them two right there.
Yeah.
He got it. When
He
that bell ring, because you got to remember now, he beat our boy Tommy Hearns, and I was in the nationals with him. I know because I was in the amateurs with him in the tournament.
I watched it the other day on YouTube.
Shit, he had that thing in him. Let me tell y'all somebody else who got that thing in him.
Who?
The dangerous man. Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh yeah, my God, yeah. Sugar Ray Leonard had that thing in him.
Yeah.
Roberta. Say what?
Yeah, Tank was talking about him today. He said, "Yo, that he seen it. And I never looked at it. And I heard Tank talking about it. He said, yo, that Sugar Ray Leonard was a killer, yo. He was a true killer.
He ain't lying.
Yeah. And I looked at Sugar Ray Leonard like a master boxer, like you said. But then when he said it, I said, yo, I gotta go back and review that and see what he was saying.
Ray Leonard could do it all, man.
He could do it all.
When I was I was training down Crunk Gym, and I worked with Tommy a little bit. And we helped the bags for him and pads and shit like that, and do a lot of work. But I was a state heavyweight champion at the time, and he was a champion, and we was all in the amateurs together. But when they turned pro, now I'm down there with Crunk. I'm in the camp with Tommy Hearns.
Mm-hmm.
So I slipped up and got to talking and slipped up. When Tommy got ready to fight Leonard, I said, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Tommy ain't gonna beat Sugar Ray. So they said, you got to get the hell out of here. I'm telling you just like it is. He's not going to beat Sugar Ray Leonard. He ain't going to do it. Okay? He turned him over. He turned him over. Let me tell you something else I did. I told him that Sugar Ray, the first fight, wasn't going to beat Roberto Duran. They thought I was crazy. Howard Cosell went nuts. Oh, Ray Leonard. Yeah, but Ray Leonard finna get his ass beat. fooling with Roberto. My all-time greats. I got Sugar Ray Robinson first.
Mm-hmm.
I got Muhammad Ali second.
Okay.
I got Joe Louis third, and I got Roberto Duran fourth.
Okay.
Of all times. And you got to remember, Duran came from a featherweight.
Yeah.
He come from a featherweight all the way up.
Like Tank. He did the same thing Tank did.
Yeah. So those guys are different, man. Those guys, but they got that thing. Now, them boys there, when they go in that ring, they would hurt you. And Tank got the same thing they got. They'll hurt you.
Hell yeah.
And I put my money on that, And like Kevin pushing them buttons. And they tell me, well, I would have Tank was fighting. Oh, he losing all that shit. I watched Tank change gears. Man, it's all over with, man. I said, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all don't know but see, they don't know what they're looking at.
No.
That's what that is. Even with Sugar Ray Leonard fighting Hearns. Hearns got out front. You knew that. Hearns started winning that fight.
First 6
he
rounds.
Was boxing. Sugar Ray eyes was closing up. Sugar Ray stopped boxing. What did he do? And walked him down.
Yeah.
He changed up. He went to the power. He walked him down and knocked him out.
And broke him. Yeah.
Broke him down. And those are great-minded fighters that could make that change like that and not do the same thing always in the fight and say, well, no. Sugar Ray could do it. He could change in the fight. I remember we were fighting Whipper Benitez. Benitez had started beating Ray. Ray threw the left hook to the body and changed the whole thing. So they know how to win. Tank them, they know how to win.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray could punch, and Ray was fast as lightning. He was fast. Now, get back to the mind thing like you were talking about, Kevin. See, I could take Mike Tyson. I'm going to tell you how Mike's mind worked and put him in the ring. And I could make certain sounds. And he would just change. His eyes would go up, everything just changed, and he'd try to kill you. And I'm going to make a sound that I used to do when he'd be sparring. I tell the manager, I said, watch this. I said, watch me push this button while he's sparring. I said, shh. And that motherfucker go crazy. He tried to kill you. He tried to kill you. But see, what you're doing then, you feeding the mind. You're dealing with that mind, that mental. See, you can have the greatest fight in the world, but the mind messed up, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah, I say that all the time.
That mental is the thing. I was fortunate enough to come up under a lot of great trainers with had a lot of great fighters. You know, Eddie Futch, all of them from Detroit, come up underneath Eddie Futch. And Eddie Futch trained Emmanuel Stewart, and we was all of us in there together. And Dale Williams, who got all that slick thing from y'all boy from Baltimore, Joe Gantz. Joe Gantz taught him all that slick shit. He brought it back to Detroit along with Georgia Benton. He learned all that stuff. That stuff came out of Baltimore.
Hey,
all that shoulder roll and all that counter punching, that came from Baltimore. That's right. Joe Gantz out of Baltimore was the inventor of scientific boxing.
Woo.
And he did not lose his title. They took his title. When he woke up one day, they said, "You're no longer the champion." That's what they did to Joe. But the Joe mind was strong. He just kept fighting. Kept fighting and kept winning. And a lot of people don't realize that when he retired, he was a millionaire. Now, what fighter you know black fighter way back then was a millionaire when they retired?
Man.
That's right. And he was training Jack Johnson. Yeah. And he was training Jack Johnson. He had hotels. He had hotels and big bars in Baltimore. And Jack Johnson and all the entertainers, they used to hang out at his spot.
Man.
Yeah, but see, they didn't want to tell you about it because he was the first African-American world champion. And at that time, he's the only champion we had in basketball, football, anywhere was in boxing. And that he was a great,
That's deep. That's deep, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for that education.
And when we was out there, I was out there with Gam Morgan ready to fight Tank, right? And I told the guy from Showtime, I said, I think it was Showtime. Yeah, I said, listen, how come y'all ain't talking about Joe Gantz? Oh, Stacy, we got said, what kind of promotion you got going? I said, let me do it then. Then he said, no, we're gonna go in and we're gonna bring up some stuff about him. I said, I think you should. Because he's the father of this shit, you know what I mean?
He the one started it off for all of them.
Yeah. He was fighting smokers in the basement, just making a few dollars, and the man saw him. So I forget the guy's name. Said, wait a minute, I think I can make a real fight out of him. You go out there and check his record. 100 and some fights. 100 and some fights. I'm going to have about maybe 8 or 9 losses, 140 some fights, or 8 or 9 losses, something like that. And he was getting ready to fight for the title. And he told the sparring partner, just keep throwing jabs at me. Just keep throwing left hand. And all at once, he shot a right hand over the left and knocked him out cold. That's when that punch was invented. They had never seen that before. Never seen it. So it's a lot going on. And I watch these guys out here fighting now. I just look at them. I said, boy, if I can get me somebody to dissect this mess, I'll be all right. But we got to do what we got to do. That's all it is. But
you still in the
everybody said,
one thing I know, you're a great farmer, and I see some of them youngins you got. You know what I'm saying? Kid, he coming back with that theory that you ain't got to go through the nationals to be that type of guy. He's working on one kid right now.
No,
he's working on one kid right now, and I seen that kid, yo.
Yeah,
you all the time.
Yeah, you don't have to have 100 and some amateur fights.
Hell no. Man.
James Toney. Now people don't even know this. Now I raised James Toney when he was 13 years old, right? And James Toney was a hell of a football player too. But he had bad knees. But James Toney loved boxing. He really, really loved boxing. But he didn't have about 7 amateur fights.
Wow.
Get out of here.
So that's all he had. He had a whole bunch of amateur fights.
And his defense was off the chain.
James Toney was a beast.
And he loved boxing. And that's all he did with fights films, boxing. And he come on like he's a tough ghetto boy. He ain't no ghetto boy. Go back to the neighborhood where he's from. He got to duck and hide and run. He wasn't no gangster. Just stop all that gangster shit. He wasn't no gangster.
He had that it factor,
Yeah. Now Tommy Hearns. Now when Tommy was coming up, we had a kid. And I'm gonna give you guys. We had a kid in Detroit by the name of Bernard Mays. They call him Bernard Superbad Mays. He was the baddest thing come out of that. In fact, he was so good until Tommy Hearns and them quit. And Tommy mama had to bring him back to the gym. He quit. That's how good he was, but he got caught up in the streets. But boy, you talking about a fighter. Good gracious of life. And they wanted to put him in there with the National. They wanted to put him in there with Sugar Ray Leonard. But Leonard went up a player. Leonard said, I ain't fighting that boy. But he had that super ability. And Tommy Hearns them come along. Now, Tommy Hearns couldn't punch as an amateur. Y'all don't know that. He couldn't punch. But when he got to the pros, that's when he started punching. But Tommy Hearns, all them boys is old school and they train very hard. And I trained Big Floyd for 2 fights. And that shoulder roll stuff, like I told you, came from Joe Gantz through Dale Williams to Detroit. And Dale Williams is the one who trained Big Floyd Sr. Right. That's where Floyd Sr. got it from.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's all a big family tree. And your best fighters come from the Midwest anyway. You know what I mean? So we all right.
Man, look, we get pure history right here. I had a treat for y'all.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
I told you I had a treat for y'all.
Smoothie King, real quick.
And you know what? Let me tell y'all another story. The guy wanted to interview me the other day, and he said, "Look, we want to ask you some questions." See, they want me to get off into a political part or something. I know how to avoid all that. I ain't doing that. They said we started talking about the war in Ukraine. He started talking about Russia, Israel, Palestine, Lebanon. So I told him, I said, listen, let me explain something to you. I'm a neutral person when it comes down to all that. I said, because I got friends in Ukraine. I said, I lost the heavyweight championship to Vitaly Klitschko, who's the mayor in Ukraine of Kyiv. I said, I lost the title to him. I lost the title to his brother. I said, and I had the 2012 Olympian who was Ukrainian. So I got ties in Ukraine. I said, now we go to the Russia side. I said, Alexander Povetkin was my WBA heavyweight champion. He's a 2012 Olympian and other Russian fighters that I had. I said, then I leave there and then I go over to Lebanon. I had the Lebanese fighters back in Michigan, the pro fighters. I had Palestinian fighters, Ashraf and Amos. Them boys were Palestinians. And I had those fighters and I had Israeli fighters. I said, look, I'm neutral. I said, my hands is clean because I'm friends with all of them. They asked me, what do you think about Putin? I said, that was Putin God style. I said, I got a chance to meet Putin. I said, but I'm not into the politics. I'm into boxing. And they treated me like a king. So there's a lot of things. They said, well, what about all these South American champions that you had, these fighters? I said, one thing you got to understand, boxing is a universal language. I had the fighters don't speak no English. I wasn't speaking no Spanish, but they understood boxing. So it's a universal language. So it's a lot been going on. And I, they said, well, Showtime is out of boxing and HBO is out of boxing. Boxing going to be here, was here before we was born. And it's going to be here because there's always going to be some poor people need some money.
Bro, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Look, my phone about to hang up on y'all is dying out.
Okay.
I'll get with you later, Stacy, so we can chop it up when I come down there.
Oh,
come on down to the gym.
We rocking along.
Stacy, we coming down there. Down there.
Okay. I'm in the gym Monday through Sunday, 24 hours. I even got an apartment in the gym.
There.
I got an apartment in the gym.
Man. All right. I get this gym, man. It's like, God dang, we just see how he giving up stories. He take me. It's like I'm going on you remember when the guy had to go see the Grinch from Stole Christmas?
Yeah.
Look, he taking me through boxing every level, man, that I never dreamed in my life.
That's how all the gyms used to be, man. Everybody hung out in the gym. The coaches don't do it no more.
No.
They got them stories, man. When you got them stories, that's them campfire stories, man. That's what make you like, God dang.
Yeah. You know, when Tyson first got out of prison, right? So Don said, we're gonna be fighting, we're gonna be fighting at the what was it? We're gonna open up the MGM and boom, boom. I had 20 sparring partners in camp. I had 20 sparring partners in Crocodile, it's where the camouflage. That was my main man in the camp. I said, look, so Don, why you have to have so many? I said, so many sparring partners. I said, listen, this man ain't fought in 3 years. I said, we got to get him in shape in the gym. For real. So Don said, all right, we got 20 sparring partners. And let me tell y'all something, man. And I told Mike, I said, let me tell you one thing. Don't you pull no punches on these sparring partners. Do you hear me? I said, I can't get another Mike Tyson. but I can get some more sparring partners. I said, you try to hurt every last one of them, and boy, I mean, he was knocking them out left and right. Boom,
Kitty,
boom.
who he sound like, Kitty?
Hey,
Who he sound like, Kitty?
And I had crocodiles. The crocodile pull him out the ring. Go to the next one. Get on in there, Leroy. Boom, boom. Ambulance running all day. Wow, wow, wow. Boy, that was a hell of a Don said, God damn, you gonna get me sued, man. I said, shit. And when fight time come, looked like he had never been out the ring for 3 years. But it was a lot of fun, man. And we still having fun.
No, that's right.
Okay.
I got a question for you. They got a question for you in the chat, Mr. Stacy. Exile Local Keo, appreciate the support. He said, Coach Stacy, what are your feelings on today's fighters versus yesterday's fighters? And how can we get back to those fights that have families sitting glued to the TV?
Well, the thing about it is the political side of it, the last 10 years of boxing, the political side of it, the promoters and the managers, they screwed it up. They're the ones that screwed it up because they went pit the best against the best because they couldn't get along with each other. Now back in the day with the Don King and Bob Arum back in the day and Russell Phelps and all those boys back in the day, although they had their differences, they had their arguments and all that, but they would come together and say, okay, let's put this fighter against this fighter. We don't care. So you put the best fighters against the best fighters. Look at Sugar Ray Leonard and all them boys. Them boys fought for titles against each other early. But now you put these good fighters against these bombs, and people say, well, look, I don't want to see this match. So they went to UFC. Because UFC was knocking them out. They bleed and all that. But we destroyed it. They destroyed it because, well, I'm not going to let my fighter fight this guy. Now you ain't got no fights. All you got is just a walk in the ring. That's how come I don't even buy fights unless Tank fight. You know, I ain't paying for no fight because there ain't going to be no fight. You know, so that's what happened. Now you started putting the best against the best, and they finally put Crawford in there. Not Crawford, but they finally Crawford in there with Spence. And I already knew that Spence wasn't gonna do nothing. I already knew he was shot. You know, he was done. He was lucky to even be in the ring. And I know him. I like him. Well, I told these guys, I said, look, man, y'all protect that boy. I said, cause that boy ain't right. That boy got hurt in that car accident, bad. I said, now you ain't got to tell me. I know what went on in the hospital. His head was swelled up and blood and fluid running through his head and all that kind of. Listen, I said, but it's a money thing. Go ahead and make your money, but protect your fighter. Because he ain't gonna whoop no Crawford. Not at this stage. And I love the way that boy used to fight. You know. Yeah. So we still. Well, what y'all? Hey, Kevin, what y'all gonna put in? Who y'all gonna put Tank in there with, man? Tank got to fight somebody, man.
He better fight the kid.
Frank Martin.
With Spencer Frank Martin. He better fight him coming back out the gate.
Man, Frank Martin ain't this. That what call that boy in Atlanta, Georgia. I want to fight Frank Martin. I said, man, I said Tank finish. That's gonna be Tank's meat. That's gonna be. Then somebody asked me about, you think Tank can beat Devin Haney? I said, you hell yes. Sure, you can beat him. You know, make the fight. You think? I said, come on, man. You know, first of all, he ain't got nothing to keep Tank off him with. He can't punch. Exactly. Now he's tall and lanky. He ain't gonna be able to run. Tank can cut that ring off, and oh my God, it'd be all over with. But anyway, guys, we gonna be all right.
Mr. Stacy, I got one more for you.
Okay.
Brash McKinley, appreciate your support. He said when they do fight, what past fights could you compare Tank versus Shakur to, and who wins in your opinion?
I got Tank. Shakur is too safe. But everybody's talking about, oh, Shakur is smart, and he's too goddamn smart. It's too damn. What I tell you about the PhD? Too damn smart. Okay, and they love to get on television and talk and try to sound super intelligent, using words like boxing IQ and all this kind of shit, using these type of words and terms, you know, trying to sound super intelligent. And then Tank get on there, he tell you just like it is, point blank. He ain't got to say too much. So you know, it's crazy, but you know, it's gonna work out. Shakur can't beat Tank. None of them beat Tank. I'm gonna tell you that now. They can't do it. But if they wait the tank get 37, 38 years old, yeah.
That's what they try to do, age him out, you know?
Try to age him out. Let him go. Turn him loose.
Exactly.
But you know what? They're so scared. Well, Tank is a big draw, and we don't want to take no chances. Man, turn that man loose, man. That man can fight for real.
He ain't no.
But you know what though, Kevin? They don't see what you see.
Yeah,
see, we train them. We train them. We ain't supposed to know nothing.
Exactly.
Hey,
You
see
know?
you.
Hold
What
on
you told me? You
hold on
say,
real quick.
I see why Coach Tank so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because you crazy too. Y'all ain't seen Tank yet, man. I seen shit, man. This
Hey,
kid.
Mr. Stacy,
Tell
me what you see in Tank.
What I see?
He saw that thing.
I see a kid. He got that thing. He got that it. He got that thing, and he got that it. Now let me tell you something. There's a trainer. The trainer who trained Eddie Futch trained in Detroit, and he trained 3 or 4 world champions. There's a trainer by the name of Luther Burgess. Now this is right down your alley right here, Kevin.
Okay.
His name is Luther Burgess, and Luther Burgess trained Emmanuel Stewart, Edmund Lewis, and all of them. But anyway, so Luther's one of my favorite trainers, and Luther told me, he said, Stacy, he said, all this stuff you see, shoulder roll and all this, and he didn't believe in all that, all this shoulder roll. I said, yeah. He said, Stacy, let me tell you what the fighter need to have. I said, what's that, Luther? He got to have a jab, a piece of left hook, and a right hand. He said, that's all he need. I said, what you mean that's all he need? He said, he got to get in shape. He said, Stacy, that's all he need. He said, the fight is in the head.
That's real
The
tough.
fight is in the head, Stacy. That's where it is. It's a mental. And I listened to him real close. I said, Emmanuel, why is he like that? And Emmanuel was scared to death of Luther, because I'm wondering, okay, we got the A side fighters. Luther, not B side. He got C, way down to C, but they always win it. They always win it because he had that mental thing. He said, like you said,
he said, I don't know what you be doing to them, but they come back like they've been living out from the dead.
Yeah. See, it's that mental thing. Now, another guy, there was another trainer that nobody liked, that I worked with, that I liked. I learned a lot from him, boy. And that was Hedman Lewis. Now, Hedman Lewis came up out of Panama with Roberto Duran. And the old trainer, you see him in the corner sometime, old film, had a cigarette in his mouth, cigarette lit while he training, but they fighting, Duran fighting. But he came up out of Panama with him, and he came up and he had Aaron Pryor. Now, he was an old school trainer, and he told me, he said, Stacy, the fight is in the head. See, he had Aaron Pryor mind, he had his mind where it's supposed to be. That's why he fought so hard. Now, Panama didn't have no left hook, right hand knowledge, but his fighters would fight. Now, he also taught me about how to heal fighters, how to heal their body, because I didn't know nothing about no crackhead fighters and all that old kind of shit. Until I went to Don King's training camp, and damn near everybody up there, including Frankie Randall, with his good sharp boxing ass, he's on crack. I said, good gracious life, this man got a crack house going up here. But Panama showed me, said, look, this is what you got to do, Stacy. When they don't crack.
Don't say it on the ad. When we get all that when we get down there.
Hold that, Stacy. We be there, baby.
Oh, y'all think I know.
No. Hey, Stacy.
Yo.
Too many people watching.
Stacy, listen.
Yeah.
Knowledge like that don't go nowhere.
Hold on.
You the last of the breed, baby. You the last of the breed.
Now the solution is nothing bad, but I didn't believe it until he showed me how to do it. How to rub your feet, how to make different liniment. You heard him in the corner. He said, "Give me." I ain't gonna tell you what's in that mix. Give me that bottle with that mix in it. Remember he told Aaron Pryor that?
Yeah.
When Pryor was fighting Alexa Aguirre?
I think I know what was in it. I think I know what was in it.
You don't know what was in it? What was in it?
It was something for asthma, wasn't it?
Damn sure it was. How you know? That damn boy, I got to give you a check mark on that one.
I forgot what it was called. But it was for asthma.
You did your research.
Stacey. That's why his nickname is the Bible.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, listen.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all one thing. Me and Kitty, we are so good at what we do. He'll do his thing and then come back and tell me, because he know I'm the tap in person.
Yeah.
You understand? And when he break a person down, he breaks them down.
Good.
I look at shit so
Yo,
deep.
he breaks them down and
crazy.
he come back to me. He come back to me because he know I got that street mentality. He come back to me and give it to me. And when I see how I talk to them youngins, I talk to them youngins where they understand. You understand?
Hey, Stacy, when I come down there, we're gonna sit and watch Frank Martin, and I'm gonna show you some shit about Frank Martin. And people watch him fight and don't even see it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
hey,
dissect.
Stacy, as soon as he get down here, we be there on our downtime, man.
I'm a dissect him.
Well, all you gotta do is call me because I'm gonna be nowhere but in the gym.
I already know that.
That's right.
Listen, I know where to find you at.
But I'm gonna tell you something, man. Whoever told you about those in that mix bottle, somebody. You know how long I worked with Panama before he told me what that stuff was? He finally broke down and said, I'm gonna tell you what it was. You better not tell nobody. We me and him had Michael Nunn. When I was training Michael Nunn, we had Michael Nunn and Obercar and them. So he finally broke down and told me, he said what it was. And like you said, it was some asthma stuff for asthma. He told me what it was and how to mix it. I can't use it now. But he told me I know what it is because you can't use it now. A lot of stuff you can't use, you know.
Yeah.
Like all this stuff they talking about, you got to wrap their hands a certain way, and that's all bullshit, man. What that is, you know what that is? You got to wrap their hands. They tell you in the corner, you got to wrap their hands a certain way. You can't put this tape over here. Man, get on. The only reason why they're telling you that because they don't know nothing else. They got to pretend like they know something.
Right.
This shit don't help anyway.
Right. Somebody else something and they act like they know
it. Yeah. But anyway, I like talking old school boxing. That's all I'm gonna talk about. Old school boxing. And
hey,
when you guys come down here,
come to college, man. I can't wait to come to college. I'll be there.
Well, come on down here. Let's have some fun.
We're gonna do that, bro.
You know they got me up. They got me up for that Hall of Fame stuff.
You deserve
it.
I don't know
what you deserve it.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I didn't even think about this stuff. I said, man, I ain't think about no. All I do is just do what I do, man. Yeah. You got to understand one thing. To me, this boxing is it's a lifestyle, and it's a religion. It's lifestyle, and this is my religion. This is what I do, and I don't want to do nothing else. And everybody, you don't want to go nowhere. I said, I've been everywhere. I don't want to do nothing else. I'm good at what I do. I like what I'm doing, and I'm healthy. I run every morning at 1 o'clock in the morning, 5 days a week. I do my thing. I eat right. I'm gonna put y'all on a hell of a diet plan. You come down here. You know, I got a book out, right, about dieting.
Can't wait to get there, Stacy.
I know y'all don't eat what I eat. So, man, I ain't eating none of that mess. I got to have me something else, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about. All right, come on down and check me out.
For sure.
I see you soon. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Coach Cass.
I need one more before we go, Mr. Stacy. We can't roll out like that. I need one more story before we go.
I'm 75 years old, and when I get 100, I'm getting out of here.
I know that's
I'll be 100 and out. I'm closing. I'm done. I'm closing the door at 100 years old.
I'll see you soon, Stacy.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much for coming on, man. Dope show tonight. Appreciate you, man. Great knowledge, man. It was a pleasure and an honor to have you.
All right, call me tomorrow and tell me what you. Okay, thank you. All right.
Thing I told you, yo, man, he has so much knowledge to give, man.
You gotta come on again, Mr. Stacy. Don't be no stranger. We ain't finished. We need a part 2 to this.
Okay, we gonna do it. Ain't no problem. Okay, I'll see you guys.
All right,
Stacy.
Thanks for having me, man.
No, all the time, man.
Door always open for you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, man. Oh man, Coach, hey.
Yo, man, when I went to his gym, man, I was mesmerized, man. He just sit down and talk to me and teaching me stuff, man, talking to me. He said, man, you really love what you're doing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about that mind stuff, yo. It's different, man. And I sit back and think, and see, my philosophy came from the streets. That mental got to be right, you know?
Yeah.
That mental got to be right, man. You can't be out there playing because you can lose your life.
Yeah, hold on, let me get this. Crown Jewel Boxing. Appreciate the support. Coach McKinley, were you there when Obercar sparred Levander Johnson? Gotta ask him on the next episode.
On the next one.
Jewel.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, just for the record, you know you got Coach Kenny beat on the guest, right? He brought on Kurt smoking the Reggie in the basement. You bring on Stacey McKinley, you know what I mean? He dropping fire and bombs, you know what I mean?
I mean, every guest I try to bring on, man, I'm trying to educate people that's watching, our fans that's watching us, and try to bring on people that's gonna let them know that there's so much knowledge out there, man, and different styles, different people, different opinions. And I try to learn and want to know every aspect of the boxing game, because the boxing game is like an ocean. You can't learn everything.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got time to sit down and listen and listen to their stories and listen to their testimony, man, you will learn something.
Man, listen, Coach, y'all did yourself today, man.
I do. I said, man, remember the last time I said I'm gonna get him in? There's a couple more people I got to bring to the table.
I was trying to get him to say what he said when y'all talked that time on the phone in the gym. Yeah. He wouldn't do it. I was trying to get him to say that.
Yo, he be back. He be back, especially when we all get down there and get that, spend some time with him and stuff, man. Because he got so many stories, yo. He would have you crying, man. He would have you crying.
Yeah, man, but you know what I mean? Like, hell of a show, Coach. Hell of a show, man. How was your day today, Coach? How was your day before we get out of here?
It was actually good, I got up early, and usually I stay up all day, but I took a nap and threw me off. You know what I'm saying? It really threw me off, but it was a good day today, Good day today. Had a chance to do some studying and work on what's next and how I'm going to approach this fight. I'm just waiting for everything coming together. We putting the pieces together slowly but surely or whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Man,
that's it, bro.
Coach, y'all did yourself tonight, man.
I got more to come, man. It's all about educating.
What's going on, Miss Just Dude? Miss Yaya in the building. What's happening? She loving the Maha. What it do?
Hey, Miss Yaya, assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Any closing arguments, Coach?
Man, love what you do, man, because it will love you back.
Man, appreciate everybody that was in the building, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the show tonight, man. Shout out to Mr. Stacy, man, for taking the time out coming through, man. That was a fire show, taking us on that road. Miss Yaya said salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Man, he had so much more to give, man. You ain't get a fingernail out of the dirt under his nail.
Ain't nothing like putting that gear shift in reverse and going back down, you know what I mean? Down memory lane. So shout out to Mr. Stacy, man.
I appreciate that.
See y'all tomorrow, man. Another dope show. I gotta Coach Calvin setting the ball high, so I gotta figure out a way to come up with some more fire.
Oh, I got a couple more I'm gonna bring at y'all.
Oh, we do got Robert Merriweather Friday. Him and his dad coming on Friday. Yeah, yep. I just set that up today.
Man, that's my little dude.
Yeah, so they be on a Friday.
Another hot fighter that's out that floor at Mayweather Gym.
Yeah.
Everybody not paying attention to with the eye.
Yeah, so I got to set that up tonight too because they coming on Friday.
Okay, bet. I'll be there, inshallah.
All right, see you later, Coach. Have a good one.
You too, bro.
Later, man.
Love you more.
Forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't put on with this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. Now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young, rich nigga.